welcome to Moneycontrol. Today we have with us Deepak Rauniyar and Asha Magarati from Nepal. Their film Pooja Sir is screening at DIFF 2024. So we'll be talking about the films, about India and Nepal and a lot more things. Hello, welcome Deepak and Asha. Congratulations, your film has been traveling all over the world.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about the film Pooja Sir? It took you 8 years to make this film and a lot of difficulties, financial as well as Asha, you went through a phase of cancer. If you can just both of you talk a little bit about the making of the film and what the story is about.
So this is a police thriller, as we have dramatized it in. Like Asha plays a role of a queer cop who has part at home, also like she wants to be at son, take care of her father, take care of the family. Also, she's in this department with 95% male, right, masculine department where she needs to fit in. She needs to be that. She wants to be like them, succeed there, right? And but even at home, like whatever you do, your parents in South Asia always look you as a daughter as always your daughter, right? She has a father who loves her, but he sees her in a way that she would be at home, cook for him, take care of him, not a police officer going in difficult places, solving the cases. So it's her journey, and through her journey, we discover about racism. It's just discover about I think colorism, gender, and I think otherness. So there are a lot in the film. The film itself was inspired by our marriage. She comes from a light-skinned Pahadi ethnicity. I come from a darker skin Madheshi ethnicity in Nepal. We get to see as Indian immigrants in Nepal. That's how the people see us. So for us, life, even getting basic ID is difficult. And I grew up like that because being only dark person in the whole classroom and not being able to speak the local language, and so I've always been bullied from that. And so for a long time we've been thinking about doing something about it. But after 2015's protests where more than 100 people were killed, and because we come from two different communities, for us it felt like a responsibility that we need to do something about it. And this film came out of that, and also it's inspired, because it was inspired by our marriage, it also came in a way that outsider point of view, so her point of view in my life, we being together, how she experienced my world. It's a film is structured the same way, though it's a genre, it's a police thriller, like all the detective films. It has that structure, it has that thrill, it has that drama. But at the core of the film, as you watch, you understand why these people are angry, why these people are protesting, why people are being killed. Right. You get to know and build that empathy. Right. That's what we hope from audience.
Right. Asha, personally, how challenging has been for you to do this film?
Yeah, it was challenging for me. First of all, we have been through a lot of things and my sickness and everything, but you know what? All those things gave me the courage, made me stronger than before. I was really fine, but there was a little problem. Problem means my medicine, my post reaction was there at the time when we were shooting. So my hormone was changing, and so many things was there. Instead, by that also, I think I did good job. Yes.
We wrote it together because it's inspired by our life.
Right.
And its character Pooja itself comes from a lot from her life itself.
Right.
She had a brother who died early on, and so she was trying to be that son in the home. But how she was, I think, even at home, struggled to make that space for herself.
Right.
Like her parents being sad, crying that they didn't have a son to cremate them when they die. And so she knows that Pooja very closely, very closely.
Right.
So it's a lot coming from her life as well.
Okay. So is the backdrop the Nepali unrest of 2006? That's the backdrop of the film?
2015.
2015. So what, if you can just talk to us about what the unrest was about and how you've that became the backdrop of your film.
So, around 40% of population in Nepal are dark-skinned Madhesis who lives in a plain strip through the border of India. He speaks language like Hindi, Maithili, Bhojpuri. Because we have open border with India, like people have been like coming this side or people going that side, they're living there. And this population from very like structurally from Nepal very early, the rules were like you cannot buy land if you didn't have a citizenship. If you cannot have a citizenship, if you didn't have a land. So you were systematically disenfranchised, like put away from the pub. Like someone like me, now even having that national fame, a lot of people know me, like getting a small thing done is never been easy. So the racism there was already like there. It was ruled by certain middle class. Not all Pahadi also have a power. It's some middle, hill population of upper caste, men especially, have that power and been ruling country for so long time. So after the civil war, when we had a civil war from 1996 to 2006, in 2006, first time, like hundreds of thousands of Madhesis came on the street, demanding federalism and demanding dignity and respect in the new constitution. They were suppressed, people were killed, protests died. Protests came back again in 2007 and 8. And again in 2015, country was closed down for almost 6 or 8 months. Cities were not functioning. People were fighting. Several were killed. A lot of kids were killed. A lot of even policemen died on the street. So that also, like one way, it established the identity of Madhesis. People started to know about them, but also build the coldness between this community. Like people in Kathmandu would think about because of like these Madhesis protesting, India blocking the border, like we didn't have our basic things. Like we didn't have gas, we didn't have like petrol, and we didn't have cooking gas, or like they struggled. And so for us like to make a film about like there is like something that news cannot do, right? Like you can create an experience. A lot of discrimination comes from misunderstanding, not knowing each other. So our hope is like this film will invite people to come and watch. And with watching the film that you get, build that empathy, you understand each other.
Right.
Little bit more than what we have right now.
Right. India and Nepal has been strongest neighbors for the longest time, and at present the relations are not that great. How, as an artist, do you address this through your work?
So see, like I think politics is one place, and then you have people, like what we call like border, this side or that side. We have what we call roti beti, samand relationship, right? Like so, people are always from long time being together. They have married each other. They have like had businesses. Other Nepalese would come to hospital in India, or people from India would go to hospital in Nepal or travel for religion. So that is not broken. That is still there, very strong. And as an artist, for us, like we need to be making work. We need to break that barrier and have connection. We are glad that ANURAG KASHYAP came
on board as the executive producer.
That's one thing that we've been struggling for a long time, that we have big industry here in India. There's audience as well, but Indian film comes to Nepal, but our films has been very difficult to distribute here, like having an audience here. There is people who wants to watch the film, but we have not had like medium, like where can we show that film? How do we release that film? We have not found that channel, and we're still struggling to find it.
So what did ANURAG Kashyap say after watching your film?
He really liked it. I think he had even posted in online, and I think he was inspired. I've been inspired by his work. And he wanted to come on board and support it.
So Nepali cinema is young, like the evolution in that sense?
It is young. We started to make film around 65 years ago. But openly was only after 1990. So it's been only like now what, 24, like 30, 35 years ago, like that openly that we've been making film. So it's not been so long. And also like a lot of people that came to Nepal to make a film were trained in Bollywood. So our like structural base was also Bollywood, like five dances, five sequences, like go to different like places to
Right.
have record your song, shoot your song.
Right.
But that's been changing. That's been like.
Do you have a favorite Bollywood film?
Not right now, but I like I think I even to remember right now. I like Dil Chahta Hai a lot. Farhan Akhtar was one of the, I think when he came in to making his first film.
Yeah.
I loved his work.
Yeah.
And there have been other films like I think we were talking to Deepak or something like
Right.
Lucky Way Lucky or
Yeah.
Khosla Ghosla.
Yeah.
There have been great films like that.
Right. Any Bollywood actor you want to work with?
You have to access them in some way, right?
Right.
Yeah, there are people that I think I don't know them closely. Like until you know, like we were talking about working with Tanisha Chatterjee for this film. Our schedule didn't work out. She had liked the script. She had come on board, but we could not shoot earlier because she got diagnosed and we had to focus on treatment.
Right.
And later when we were shooting it, she couldn't come on board.
Right.
She couldn't come to Nepal to shoot at that time.
Right.
But we are still now in conversation with multiple actors,
Right.
and we have a new film that starts in Nepal and comes to Gujarat and goes to London.
Oh, interesting.
And that's we're working, and we've been talking to actors here, producers here, to structure in a way
Right.
that we can bring the talent from India.
Your film Highway, was that the first Nepalese film to actually go on the global festival circuit?
Yes, that was the first film to do a A-list festival. We have had like two other films, feature films earlier, Mukundo and Numafong, that has done some kind of festivals and has exposure. Nabeen and Chiring are like seniors who started making film. Like I learned from them a lot. They were kind of like started a movement in Nepal.
Right.
That inspired us as well, but we got
Right.
lucky with Highway that we had Berlin
Yeah.
premiere. We had not had that A-list festival premiere before that, and that kind of opened. And now we have films every festival.
Yeah.
Last 2 years has been really good. I think Pooja is fourth feature in continuous basis that is doing A-list festivals.
Right.
We had Sambala here is screening. Last year we also had Road to Village or Red Suitcase. And we have at least 3 or 4 films that will come out immediately.
Okay.
So we've been happy about like the progress that is happening.
Right. Lovely talking to you, Deepak and Asha. Thank you so much. Keep watching Moneycontrol.